The streets don't crown kids easy unless you're sliding young and making noise early. And when it comes to teen terror in Chiraq, Lil Speedy's name holds weight for one reason: action. Not just rap, not just lives, real drills tied to a real set. At just 15, Speedy wasn't chasing clout, he was chasing get back. Bloodhound backed him, the ops feared him, and every post felt like a warning. He didn't wait his turn, he forced it. That's why his name rings off already. Lil Jeff's impact on Chicago drill ran deep. After he got dropped, kids started copying his tattoos, using his lingo, even naming themselves after him. One of them was Lil Speedy. Lil Speedy, cousin to Lil 50, is from 79th in Maryland, Bloodhound territory. He came up with Fully Chop and Lil 50 as part of Drill City's younger generation. At first, they were tight, but Speedy started linking up with Vert and J Boogie, Lil Jeff's brother, doing hood vlogs and freestyles and slowly riding the Jeff wave. His ties with the Bloodhound sparked tension with Fully Chop. Word is, him hanging around the Bloodhound set it off, and things escalated over a stolen gun. Fully Chop went on IG with a video from a claiming Speedy's, allegedly the same one they were beefing over. The drama spilled into hood vlogs. Fully Chop, Lil 50, and their homies dissed Speedy on a Couch TV, saying he always sat in the middle, got his pole took, and never back when it got active. Fully Chop called out Lil Speedy for false claiming, saying he wasn't really Bloodhound, but Drill City, just pulling up to Bloodhound spots, taking pics, and dipping.
There's so many
Speedy again.
there because so many.
Yeah, that's how they rob. That's how they rob.
Speedy is nobody.
Speedy is nobody.
Yes,
He used to sit in the back seat.
Oh my cousin used to sit in the middle of the seat and get his gun took every time. Never blew when they got in the. That's
my dear brother. He was in the middle every time we hop in traffic. He in the middle.
Daddy claiming the hood he not from.
It's outside.
Daddy claiming the hood he not from.
Tell him everything he know right now.
Confirm.
He's not from Bloodhound.
That's from Drill City.
This somebody from Bloodhound.
On a Couch TV dropped another vlog with Speedy where he fired back, saying the beef started over a stolen and that his never jammed on drills. When Speedy got asked about Chop checking if his crib was good after the spin, he confirmed it, saying they barely touched his house. Not long after, word spread that Speedy slid back and lit up their spot in retaliation.
That just exploded overnight. Like, what was that whole situation about?
Stealing folk, don't know how to, they got sticky fingers. It's really all over some backdoor, that's all. They thought we was finna backdoor somebody else for them, and then they backdoor, that's all it was.
So with like all that going on, do that like...
The beef kept heating up. Lil Speedy dropped a snippet trolling Fully Chop, then went live with Bloodhound Vert, both of them clowning Chop together. The disrespect was direct, and it pushed the tension even further. Not long after, a video leaked of Lil 50's cousin, Lil Ksu, arguing with someone who took his pole, while Fully Chop and Lil 50 laughed in the background. Ksu stormed out the house, heated. That moment sparked his fallout with Chop and 50. PGF youngins already didn't trust Ksu since he was rocking with Speedy playing both sides. In another video, PGF Mekki was seen choking Lil Speedy after they allegedly took his for the second time. Fully Chop posted the clip online, adding to the humiliation and fueling the beef even more. Lil Ksu started going back and forth on Instagram with Fully Chop and Lil 50 over the stolen gun. Meanwhile, Fully Chop, Lil 50, and Quan Get Him Gone were gaining buzz in the music scene. On October 24th, 2024, Fully Chop and Lil 50 did an interview with DJU. Everything looked normal until later that night. Reports came in that Lil 50 was in that same day in Woodlawn on Chicago's South Side. Around 8:30 p.m., he was standing in an alley on the 6600 block of South Champlain when shots rang out. He got hit in the chest and leg, rushed to Comer Children's Hospital, and pronounced dead. Police pulled up to a packed scene. They laid down at least 16 evidence markers and collected shell casings and clothes. No suspect or motive was confirmed that night, and no arrests were made. As soon as the news spread, ops started dissing and trolling. Lil 50's sister Jada snapped on IG Live, saying she put a bounty on Lil Speedy's head for trolling her brother's death, then threatened to beat Speedy's mom if she saw her again. Jada started getting blamed for Lil 50's gang ties. She had been raising him and their two younger brothers since she was 16 after their mom checked out.
Be known that you was the one that was raising your little brother. So can you tell us, like, how did it get to the point where you became responsible for your siblings?
This is like in 2022, 20, like the end of 2021, 50 just came to my crib one time. And I already knew what it was, because it's like they wanted to get away from her, but they didn't know how to, because, you know, like, they so young, and, like, she had more control over them, like they scared of her type stuff. So, like, he came to my crib one time, and he tell me, like, I don't want to be with my mama no more, or whatever. So, I'm like 16, finna be 17. I don't want to be with my mama no more. I'm like, I don't even know what to say, because it's like, at this time, I don't got my own crib at all, but I'm finna move into my own crib. So I'm telling him, I'm like, you don't have to wait. So I had finally ended up moving in my own crib, and he just stayed one day and just never went back home. His mama's never said nothing, nothing like that.
In a sit-down with 16 Shot M visuals, Jada said they were all supposed to head home that night. Lil 50 had her baby with him, but gave the child to their younger brother before walking off a different direction and saying he'd be right back. Jada got in the Uber, told Antoine to go get 50 before he made her mad for taking too long. But before he could even reach the alley, gunshots went off and 50 wasn't picking up his phone. Their dad came out asking what happened. Jada told him she thought it was 50. At first, he couldn't find him, but when he hit Champagne Alley, he found 50 laid out. He was moving, trying to speak, but nothing came out. Once they got to the hospital, Jada said the doctors barely touched him. No visible signs they worked on him. No cuts, no bandages, nothing. She believed they left him to die right there, and that's how he lost his life. In another post, Jada said that while they were at the house, 50 got a text from Lil Speedy telling him to dip because someone knew he was there. Not long after, the story surfaced. A 14-year-old from Trap City named Lil Tay allegedly stole Lil 50's gun. Word is, it was get back for Kasu, since Lil Tay and Kasu were tight. 50 tried to confront it solo and paid the price. He was 10 times with his own pole. About a week after the hit, JDG beef flared again. A couch dropped a vlog with JDG, 56th and Morgan, a crew that had smoke with Fully Chop and Lil 50. One JDG member said Kasu used to bring 50 around, and at some point, 50 stole a Nike Tech from one of them. That incident led to JDG allegedly stripping him for his gun.
Y'all like had a relationship with Lil 50 and all that, and for a while people thought he was from this hood originally. Like, for a while people even thought like he was from this hood, and then they like seen y'all wasn't messing with each other no more, I guess.
My little homie Queso, so he had brought them around. I was just bringing them over here, and then I got booked. Kicking it with them and sliding over. I got booked.
I don't like that. They really wasn't my homies. I was in jail. This photo came around, he took their ass because they stole my hoodie. Ain't want to give us back. And I still on y'all there for my.
They used to want your hoodie back, man.
They got my Nike tag. They ass bogus as hell, man. That big as hell. Man, that.
Nah.
Shorty,
to me, I don't even know where Shorty from, man. His
ass Nike PGF, all type. Those folks just want to be for 56.
I was just locked up.
When phone took it, he started claiming 66. Then they started with Nike PGF. His ass was all in my car.
Like we see another definition.
The fact that Kasu dragged 50 into JDG mess already had people looking at him funny, but it got worse. Kasu kept trolling and dissing 50 after he died. Less than 2 months after Lil 50 got, death hit again. On December 3rd, 2024, Lil Kasu was found dead in his room, slumped in a chair with a bullet to the head. His mom walked in and found his body. The shooting happened around 11:30 a.m. inside a home on the 6,700 block of South Parnell Avenue. The room had everywhere, and police found almost a dozen shell casings outside in the parking lot. They didn't confirm whether the shots came from inside or outside the house. Rumors flew fast. People started saying Lil Speedy backdoored Kasu, especially since they were on Instagram Live together that same morning. Speedy never addressed it, never posted condolences. Instead, he dropped a story with just 3 hat emojis, which fans took as a cryptic message. In another live, Lil Speedy actually confirmed he was the one who hit Kasu, adding more fuel to the rumors that he backdoored him. The night before the hit, Lil 50's sister was on live calling Kasu from 50's phone, threatening him and saying her brother would be with him soon. Also, 2 days before, The Fully Switch IG account posted a video showing 3 masked men aiming lasers into Kasu's crib and flashing switches. The whole situation around Kasu's death still messy. Fully Chop been claiming the body, calling Lil Speedy a liar who's just chasing credit. Then on a separate live with Kwangatemgan, Kwan claimed the hit too, saying he was there and that Speedy ran when things got active. Everybody trying to stamp their name on the body, but the facts still shaky and nobody got solid proof on who really dropped Kasu. Not long after the back and forth over Kasu's body, Lil Speedy got arrested on unknown charges, but the streets started talking. Rumors said he was picked up for 3 bodies. The strange part is, he was back out just 2 months later. That quick release had people calling him a fed or saying he snitched, especially since no paperwork ever surfaced and the charges were never confirmed. In a live, Q50 got asked if Lil Speedy was Bloodhound. He said yeah. Right after that, Speedy switched his Instagram name to Bloodhound Lil Speedy. He started rapping like Lil Jeff, moving like him, even dressing the same. From linking with Jeff's homies, copying his flow, and stepping into his beefs, it looked like Speedy was trying to become the next Lil Jeff, down to the name. He dropped his first video, How I Get, by AMF Visuals. Just like most Bloodhound vids, it passed 500K views and opened with a tribute bar to Jeff. Then he dropped 9 Block Finest, which also passed 500K. In that one, he's with Vert and J Boogie, throwing disses at Lil Jeff Dead Ops. In his latest drop, Reaper on My Back, Speedy raps, I went up 3 souls and just a teen, them boys knew I was that. Comments flooded under the video, pushing the comparison hard. Lil Jeff got rebooted with 3 hats, and Jeff was the final form. This is Jeff's first form. The internet locked in on the idea, and Speedy fed into it heavy, leaning more into Jeff's image with every drop, every bar, every move. Lil Speedy wasn't just making music with the Bloodhounds, he was stepping on drills with them. The most known was the hit on CEO Hawkham. As tension between the Bloodhounds and Risky Road got hotter, Hawkham felt the need to prove himself. In broad daylight, he slid to the Bloodhounds block with a pole. Late. He died 2 days later in the hospital. Word on the street said Q50 caught him lacking, sending him up top for scoom. It was never confirmed, but the Bloodhounds didn't keep it low. Lil Speedy claimed the body, while Q50 stayed dissing Risky Road in every track like it was personal. The third body Speedy's name is tied to is VI's sister, but how that hit went down is still unclear. The details never surfaced, and no one's talking. Why are drillers all across Chicago, especially the young ones like Lil Speedy, still locked in on Lil Jeff? Raised by a single mother in Chiraq, Lil Jeff never had a smooth ride. By 14, his crib on 79th and Maryland Avenue, deep in Black Disciple turf on the east side, got sprayed up over his older brother's gang beef. He barely made it out. His pops was never really in the picture, and with no real guidance, the streets became his only fallback.
My career got up when I was like 14. I was some stupid ass. The bullet, that bitch flew like right past my face. They had shot the back and the front. Then they blew the car up and set that on fire. Shit was bust. I ain't gonna lie, what was going on. They can't crib up. That bitch almost hit me, though. See what I'm saying, though? Shit like that. That play a part. All type of. Just seeing that shit every day. I was seeing it every day, see what I'm saying? So like everything they was doing, I was seeing that shit all the time. Just like I'm doing right now. It's just I'm a part of it now, so it's different.
He jumped off the porch at 18, and not long after, he went full throttle. His main ops were BKN, Trap City, 800, and 8 Trey Mob. He treated gangbanging like a job, same hustle, just different goals. From early on, he was wild, flashing sticks on camera, rapping about licks, flexing like he was untouchable. Jeff wasn't in it for show. He stood on what he claimed. He moved reckless, like he ain't care about jail or death. Bro even tried to catch a body on IG Live. Things escalated fast after his close homie Z Money got backdoored, a hit that crushed the long-standing truce between Bloodhound and Trap City. That loss flipped a switch in Jeff, and from that point, he went on a full-blown blitz against his ops. In the months that followed, Jeff allegedly racked up 11 bodies. One of the major hits pinned to Jeff was the June 2023 Trap City's Leal. The setup was in Little Italy. Leal had just gotten into a Uber on the 1300 block of West Taylor when Bloodhound members pulled up and sprayed the car. Leal got hit bad and died before they could even stabilize him at the hospital. The Uber driver, Robert Smith, later spoke about what went down. He said once the shots rang out, he floored it, blowing past signs and intersections trying to escape. At one intersection, I had to stop because a car was crossing. I turned and told him, I'm taking you to the hospital. He said, okay, but next time I looked back, he wasn't moving no more. No arrest came down, but Lil Jeff didn't waste time before jumping online to claim the hit. He kept mocking the situation, even going as far as reenacting the hit on live like it was a skit. That move had the streets talking, but it was nothing compared to what came next. 2 BKN members, Monty and Lil Rob, robbed Jeff and Cali and he barely got away. They stripped him of his jewelry, posted the trophies online, and clowned him. Jeff took that personal and swore get back. On January 26, 2024, Monty and Lil Ro were standing near the CTA platform on Wabash and Washington in the Loop when it happened. A car and SUV pulled up, masked hitters jumped out, and shots rang out in front of witnesses. Both teens were hit in the chest and died. Monty was 17, Lil Ro was 16. According to CPD, 6 students were outside when the slid. The boldness and the fact it happened during school hours in downtown Chicago sent shockwaves. But Jeff didn't flinch. Just 50 minutes after the news broke, he hopped online talking in cryptic drill talk, basically claiming the bodies without saying names. Then 6 days later, he said, screw the low-key talk and flat-out name dropped them. 3 weeks later, he dropped Ah, where he rapped, they did what they did, so they had to pay the consequence. We hopped out with 4 poles and 2 9s got hit. When I speak, it's only facts. He was screaming ah when he got hit. Soon, the internet couldn't stop talking about his bodies. Jeff fed into it heavy. He went online trolling, saying he was going to open a school where he'd only teach people who already had at least 2 bodies. His name was buzzing everywhere, and rumors started flying that he wasn't just active in Chiraq. Reddit pushed a theory that Jeff and Q50 were behind a triple homicide in Milwaukee, allegedly paid to 1 target but ended up dropping 3. Q50 later admitted to the hit in a track. He dropped bars that lined up perfectly with the scene, timing, and details only someone involved would know. Under all the drill talk and gunplay, Jeff was dealing with pain. He was clearly self-medicating, caught snorting a perk mid-interview.
I don't know, something like that.
And so from there, how did you gather the confidence to continue? What made you say, you know what, this is what I'm finna do, I'm finna just be a rapper?
Once the people was fucking with it, it was bigger than the guys at that point, cause you know the guys might not run your shit. But both of them gonna tell me if that shit weak, cause I'm gonna tell them if that shit suck. But once I see other people, like, oh, I bet we could do it.
Word. Man, one of my favorite songs of yours is B12.
Niggas definitely be 12, sure.
Oh, fun with 6K.
I really like the beat.
And that's old. That's a song that's gonna be a year old.
Right. It said 1 year ago on the YouTube, right? So after listening to the song, a question that I got from it is, if you found out one of your homies told something, would you cut him off?
Yeah, you damn right.
Okay. Now what if the situation ain't had nothing to do with you
Listen,
though?
man, it don't matter. Your ass told you boys, cause what if it did? I mean, and I know your ass would have told on me. You don't care who you tell on that shit, tell him.
Okay. Now I see you over there. You getting something together.
This ain't about shit. This ain't nothing. Just a little something. I ain't gotta pay this shit no attention.
We ain't never seen that on DJ UTV before.
There's a lot of shit you ain't never seen.
Eventually, in July 2024, Jeff got taken out. After everything he did, he was already one of the most wanted in the city. It all came to a head when he got caught trying to slide in Trap City. A CCTV caught Jeff chasing somebody into a house. Then seconds later, his body flew back off the porch, followed by gunshots. Paperwork said Jeff got hit 19 times in the chest, straight up. Trap City. Rob ended up getting picked up for the A witness allegedly placed him at the scene and CPD booked him. Still, with no real evidence and that sketchy witness, Rob ended up getting released. To Jeff's fans, the whole thing was a loss of potential, but in Reddit threads, they started calling him J-Roy, comparing his body count to legends. Some treated him like a war hero, glorifying every hit he was rumored to be behind. Youngins like Lil Speedy grew up on Lil Jeff's story. To them, Jeff wasn't just a name, he was the blueprint, the way he moved, the bodies he allegedly caught, how he talked crazy online and stood on it, all that became something to look up to. Now, a lot of these young steppers want to be feared and respected just like him. Even though Lil Speedy looks locked in with Bloodhound, whispers still float that Q50 might not fully rock with him. A clip even surfaced where Q50 appeared to throw shade, dissing Speedy and adding tension to an already shaky bond. Despite that, Speedy's got serious backing. Vert and J Boogie stay tapped in with him. One Reddit thread predicted Speedy could surpass Q50 within 6 months if he stayed consistent. But behind the cosigns and internet noise, there's still a question hanging, whether Speedy's really stamped or just another rapper playing a part in the Bloodhound story. If you like this video, click one of the windows on either side to watch a video similar to this one.